Okay, so the prerequisites are, the first thing is that you need to have a MS SQL, and this is 2018, 2019 version need to be installed in your system. In case if MS SQL is not installed, so when you install Business Central, okay, by default the MS SQL 2018 and 19 will be installed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
after that you have to install VS Code. Okay, so see, this is a Business Central. Okay, if you talk about what is the Business Central and why do we have a VS Code, okay, that you need to know, like how it connects VS Code with the Business Central and MS SQL. So this sequence you must know. Like, see, when you install the Business Central, so this is actually the VS Code. This is the VS
Mm-hmm.
Code. I will talk about it later. First, let me complete what is a Business Central.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you install the Business Central 14 or Business Central 20 or 21, okay,
Mm-hmm.
currently 21 and 22 is running. Okay, so we will be working on Business Central 20. Okay, that's a stable version, BC
Mm-hmm.
20. Okay, the BC 14. Okay, BC
Mm-hmm.
14 is the very initial version.
Mm-hmm.
Business 2014, we say it Business 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was a very initial version. So when you install the Business Central, these are the components will get installed: Business
Mm-hmm.
Central Administration, Business
Mm-hmm.
Central Administration Cell, Business Central Development Cell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the most important thing here is that you need to know, like, what is the Business Central Administration. Okay, so let's go and open it. Okay, so as soon you install the Business Central, this component will get installed and the instance will created here, BC 200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because why the BC 200 name has come here, because I have installed Business Central 20 version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I would have installed BC 14, then you might have seen here BC 140.
Okay.
Okay, BC
Mm-hmm.
140. So let's go through this one. BC 200. This is the instance. This is the service. Okay, this is the service. So here you have to pay attention that
Mm-hmm.
using this administration, the VS Code makes the connection.
Mm-hmm.
VS Code will make the connection to the Business Central using the administration. So how BC will make the connection? For that, you have to go to the database here, okay, and see, even using administration, okay, the
Mm-hmm.
Business Central will make the connection with MS SQL as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens?
Yes.
VS Code will make connection to the Business Central. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
the codes you have written in the VS Code, the customizations, whatever the activities which you have performed, the application or the app which you have developed. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that will be installed in the Business Central, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to install it, definitely we have to make a connection between Business Central and the VS Code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So connection, how the connection will be established. Okay, this I will talk when I will come to the VS Code. Okay, and I will just show you a small thing using launch.json file. Okay, and this is the app.json file.
Yeah.
Okay, it plays the role to make the connection with the Business Central. VS Code will get connected using the app.launch.json file and using the app.json file. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the Business Central, how the Business Central will make the connection with the MS SQL? This is going to be possible with the help of administration. So in the
Mm-hmm.
administration, under the database tab, you can see here we can give the database name. This is the
Mm-hmm.
database name, demo database.
Okay.
Okay, if you see here, we are using the 20 version. Okay, so that's the
Oh, yeah.
reason BC 20. Okay, and this
Oh.
is the database server.
Mm.
Okay, so you might be knowing about, like, what is the database name and the database server.
Yes.
I should not go in there,
Yeah.
right? So this is
Correct.
the actual thing, like, to which database you want to connect,
Mm-hmm.
okay, with the
Mm-hmm.
Business Central. So that database
Mm-hmm.
name you have to give. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once this is done, after that, what you have to do in the client service, here you will see one option, web client base URL. In
Mm-hmm.
the in the web client base URL, you can see this link here,
Mm-hmm.
localhost colon
Mm-hmm.
8080 slash BC 200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how
Mm-hmm.
do we get this link? Any idea? And why do we give this?
To have access to the front end.
Okay, fine, that's correct. But what is this one? 8080.
Port number and the instance name.
This is the port. So from where this port gets generated? Any idea?
No.
Okay, all right. So this link will be created from the IIS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even this is important one. You should know
Mm-hmm.
about the IIS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what happens as soon you install the Business Central? Okay, okay,
Mhm.
the IS instance will created under the IIS.
Mhm.
Okay, and you can see this is the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central web client.
Mhm.
Okay, if it doesn't get created, it means you will not be able to publish the Business Central on browser.
Mhm.
Okay, so see, I mean, for every version of Navision, like for the 2016 also, I mean, IIS will get created. A link will
Mhm.
get created. The instance, the service for
Okay.
2017 as well. Okay,
Mhm.
for Business Central as well. So let's see like how we can get the port 8080 from where we do the setting for the IIS. So for
Mhm.
that, you have to go to the binding. In the binding, we can see this port 8080.
Mhm.
In case suppose the port has been used by 2016 or 2017, okay,
Mhm.
might be like when you installed 2016, at that time you had used this 8080.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so this port you cannot use more than one service. You can't use with Business Central along with 2016. So for
Mhm.
the 2016, you have to change it whether you make it 8081, 8082, but you cannot
Mhm.
have the same port ID.
Okay.
So that's the reason. If you see here, if you pay attention, this service is stopped. Okay, this service is stopped. In case you want to run it, then in this case you have to change the port number for 2016. Just go to the port, okay,
Mhm.
and you can change it to 8081.
Mhm.
Okay, see, when you click on 8081, it says the binding 8081 is assigned to another site. It means
Mhm.
it might have been used, it is used with 2017.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go to 2017 and see. See, it is used with
Mhm.
2017. So you
Mhm.
cannot use the same port with 2016. It will give you the warning. Okay,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
gives you the warning. We make it 8082 that we will be able to make. All right. So
Mhm.
this you need to know. Sometimes you are not able to connect to the Business Central on browser because the same port you have used in more than one service, in more than
Mhm.
one instance. Okay, so at that time, I mean, the browser gets confused which one to connect 2016 or Business Central if you have used the same port in both the.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so this is the important one. You should know it, like how to change the port and how to configure it using
Mhm.
IIA. All right, so this
Fine.
is this is clear.
Yeah.
All right, I will close this. Okay, so this is the administration section. I was talking about web client based URL. So here we give the URL. So this URL will get it from the IIS HTTP. We always use the local host colon
Mhm.
8080 slash BC 200. All right. After that, you have to make one more changes in administration to run the business central is that here the debugging allowed need to be checked.
Mhm.
Okay, debugging allowed, enable debugging.
Okay.
Okay, these two need to be checked, then you will be able to debug in Business Central, otherwise you will not be able to. All right,
Okay.
in case if you make any kind of changes in the instance, okay,
Mhm.
so whenever you make any changes, you need to restart this instance, you need to
Mhm.
restart this service, otherwise the changes will not take into place, it will not be in effect if you don't, if
Okay.
you
Reflected.
don't, yeah, restart. Okay, so make sure whenever you make the changes, just you have to restart that service. All right,
Yeah.
so we are good with like these are the three prerequisites are needed: MS SQL, Business Central 14 or 20. We will work with 20.
Mhm.
Okay, but see, suppose if you have got any upgrade project like from 2017 to Business Central, so
Mhm.
directly you cannot move to Business Central 20. Okay, first you have to move from Navision 2017, Navision 2016 or 2017 to, first we have to go to the BC 14. Directly you cannot go to BC 20.
Mhm.
Okay, because what happens when you upgrade the projects from Navision 2016 or Navision 2017 to Business Central, okay,
Uh-huh.
so as we know, like in Navision, we have the file type is as FOB or
Uh-huh.
text file, right? But that file type doesn't support in Business Central,
Mhm.
right? In Business Central, the file type is what? .al.
Okay.
Okay, this is the file type. So what happens when you upgrade from 2016 or 17 to Business Central? So first you have to create the delta file. First, the delta file will be created. After that, this delta file will be converted to the AL file.
Okay.
Okay, first from Navision 2016 or 17, you will take the object and make that object into convert that object into the delta file, and that delta file will be converted to the AL file.
Mhm.
All right. So how the AL file will get created?